The third thing I learned during summer is you just need to work with what you have. Essentially, be resourceful. And I don't just apply this with material things, but I try to apply this with my own skills and the skills that I have. So, as you can see, these are my artworks. I'm not gonna show like every single one. Actually, that's a mix of prints that I bought and artworks, but I think you can tell the difference. Over here is where my artworks are mostly. And I actually just like the last point I said, I just jumped into it with the skill set that I just have. But at the same time, I worked with what I had learned. So I tried to create along with learning. So it becomes a practice, but also a way for me to create new art pieces. And pieces that might be ugly, pieces that might be good, mediocre, but they still mattered to me because it was not only a way for me to practice but to let out my emotions. So in that sense, I worked with the skill set that I have, whether it be very minimal or still in need of improvement. I still tried to make a positive output out of it, and that's completely okay. Yes, I will get disappointed sometimes when I realize as I'm drawing that, oh, I need to improve this certain aspect of my skills. I need to still learn what part of the face this is, what is the bone structure. And it makes me feel disappointed sometimes when I finish the artwork and I don't get the output that I had in my head or what I wanted. But again, it was still a way for me to practice, and it still gave me a benefit of creating something. And I hope that you guys, I don't know, I just feel like a lot of people need to know that creating something is already like wonderful in itself. Like even if it is ugly to you, if it's ugly to others, if it's like mediocre, imagine like you, from your mind, from an image that you had in your head, in your brain, somehow those neurons allowed your arms, your hands to write or draw or create something that you tried to tailor to what that idea was in your head. Even if it wasn't perfect, just imagine you created something that is at least close to it, and something that you poured your heart into, or your skills, your practice, no matter how small it was. It's still something that you created. You made it alive. To add on to this, I would also like to say that you have to make the most out of every resource that you have. And this mindset has helped me deal with instances where I wasn't happy with the skills or resources that I had at the moment, or in a circumstance where I was at a place that I didn't really want to be at. It helped me deal with it in the sense that I'm just gonna try to make the most out of everything that I'm gonna experience right now, whether it be very, very simple or pretty major in a way that I don't want to go through this. I still try to make sure that I learn something from it, no matter how little it is. And this is paired usually with the mindset of working with what I have. So, for example, I'm like bored somewhere and I don't know what to do. I honestly like daydream. I usually just write or draw with what I have, but like daydreaming in a healthy way. Like I think about what stories, like the stories that I make, and what can these, or maybe take up some learnings from this environment that I'm in, or like reflect for a while on things that have been going on lately. Um, I know that these things might be really simple to share, but I think these are worth sharing because no matter how simple these might be, they've actually helped me go through a lot of major stuff as well. I hope you guys also learn stuff during the last days of summer and that this may help you in a way.